Hello, how are you? I hope you're nice and cozy and warm. It's got a bit chilly, hasn't it? I've got the sniffle. You know, that sniffle that just sits there and doesn't go away? Anyway, you don't need to know. You don't care. Now, I want to talk about a film about a comedian today, although it's not a terribly funny film. There's a long list of female stand-up comedians worth watching these days, many of whom have their own shows and specials or have moved into television and film thanks to their brilliant comedic minds, but it hasn't always been the case. Once upon a time, comedy was very much a boys' club, even with some remarkable women leading the way, like Fanny Bryce and Phyllis Diller and Lucille Ball. So Funny Cow is quite an abrasive British film that takes a look at the struggle one woman faces to be heard and seen and taken seriously on the stage. So it's a fictional rise to fame story about how far this character, called Funny Cow, and we only ever know her as Funny Cow, goes to get herself out of a pretty desperate situation and make a life for herself as a comedian. The film stars Maxine Peake as Funny Cow, and Peake starred in Shameless and Three Girls and The Theory of Everything, and her character is both funny and a cow. Although I can't help wonder whether the title is a little bit of a play on, of course, the film Funny Girl starring Barbara Streisand. The film is set in Northern England in the 70s and 80s, and it's pretty unsentimental and gritty in its portrayal of the time and of our protagonist. She's got a difficult childhood behind her, an abusive husband, real struggle to stay above the poverty line. It's no easy road for Funny Cow, but there is an uplifting aspect to this story as we watch her defy the expectations of her pretty much every man in her life, from her father to her husband to her boyfriend to the men in the working class clubs who heckle her. And look, as much as she's trying to make a better life from herself, Funny Cow also isn't trying to run away from it and who she is, and remains connected to her past as she says she hopes to become a successful comedian without becoming a middle class twat. Just to warn you though, you are going to hear probably some of the most un-PC jokes you've heard in a long time. They're homophobic, they're racist. Sometimes I wonder how far we've come as a society, but this film kind of is quite reassuring in the sense we have come some way. Look, Maxine Peake is the star of this show. She is a powerhouse in this film. As you've gathered, it might be a little bit of a hard watch, Funny Cow, and it's a little coarse at time, but it's also rewarding all the same. So Funny Cow screens on Saturday the 6th of July at 8:30 p.m.